You're gonna constantly keep failing and failing and failing and failing, and eventually you're gonna come to a point where you're just gonna say, okay, I just keep failing. It is not fun. I'm not able to do what I'm trying to do, and you're just gonna quit completely. Okay? Hey guys, so New Year is coming, and I'm also going on a new cutting phase myself. As you know, I mean, if you've been watching my videos, which I will start tomorrow, which is the 20th. And I can't possibly think of a better time to make this video about how to prepare for a weight loss journey. This is going to be more like a checklist, and there are 9 things to do in that list, which we're going to be talking about soon. There is one thing that I want you to remember is that when we go on a weight loss journey or, dieting phase or whatever, we don't want it to be a crash diet. We don't want it something short term and then we rebound afterwards. Okay, so this is something that you need to keep in mind as well. So let's just start. The first thing that you need to do, get yourself mentally prepared. I think I talked about this like in my previous videos as well. Getting yourself mentally prepared requires some time. Okay, so when you decide to go on a weight loss journey, okay, it doesn't mean that you need to start the next day, but also doesn't mean that you should postpone it till like next year and turn it into a New Year resolution that, never happens. All right. So you need to find the right amount and you need to be prepared beforehand. Okay. Mentally as well. So this is the first thing I think. So thing number 2, purchase the meals or ingredients that you need. Okay. So I guarantee you that if you don't have the stuff that you need during your diet, there will come a time where you will completely blow your diet, and that's going to hinder your progress. And for a lot of people, unfortunately, they're going to take it as a failure, like a complete failure, and they're just going to say, F it, and stop their dieting completely and like rebound. Okay, so we do not want that. Therefore, prepare everything you need, buy everything you need before you actually start on a diet. So once you decide, when you say, okay, this is day number 1, before day number 1, you need to have everything ready to go. Okay. So number 3, get rid of the food that cause you to binge, or, foods that you just cannot stop eating or you constantly crave for. Okay. So this is a very tough one for people who have families or who live with like other people and, cannot make these changes right away, but just try to find a way to make it work. If you constantly keep seeing those stuff that you love, the yummy stuff, the delicious stuff, okay, it's going to be impossible to adhere to your diet, okay? So try to find a way to make it work that you just don't see this stuff all the time. So number 4, hire a coach. Okay, I will actually start coaching myself soon, very soon. So if you want to know about it, you can contact me on Instagram. But if not, that's also okay. All right. So because the next 2 steps is the thing that your coach is going to be doing for you, or you should get your coach to do it for you. Okay. And if not, now have a diet plan. Okay. This is step number 4. Estimate your calories and stay consistent following those calories throughout your journey and make adjustments as you go along the way. So once you have a diet plan, that doesn't mean that you just follow it for like, months on end. You make adjustments as you go when needed. Okay. So step number 5, have an exercise plan. So whether you're training at the gym or home, or, don't do weightlifting at all, but just, do cardio or stuff like that, have an exercise plan. So me personally, I like everything being planned, organized, so that I can constantly, track and see what's going on and what's not working, what's working and all that. All right. Well, if you're going to be going to the gym, well, you're in for a treat because, I'm going to be sharing my own exercise plan. So you don't need to actually worry about it too much. And also along with my cardio plan. So I'm going to be sharing what I'm going to be doing in terms of exercise, like weightlifting, and also my cardio. Okay. And I will also try to explain like how I make changes when I need to make them and all that good stuff. Step number 6. Have an end goal. What I mean by having an end goal? Well, being thinner, yes, it is some kind of a goal, but it is not something you can really track now, right? So have a goal that you can actually track and work towards. So that can be, for example, a certain weight or a certain size of pants, okay? As long as you can track it, basically. So let's say, for example, you weigh 200 pounds and your goal is to weigh 180. then okay, that is your goal. Or let's say you wear size 40 pants and you want to go down to 36. Now that's a goal that you can actually track and work towards, okay? For leaner people, you can actually go for like other types of goals, okay? For example, you can say that, okay, I'm going to be going for having visible abs, okay, which is also trackable, because since you are very lean, you're going to be able to see your progress just by, looking at pictures, okay? So it's going to be easy for leaner people as well. Have something that you can actually track your progress, basically, all right? Now, since we talked about like having an angle and trackable progress, now another important thing is that step number 8, which is setting a realistic time to achieve that goal. So if you weigh 300 pounds and your goal is to get to 180 pounds with like visible abs, that is a very far away goal, okay? So this is not a realistic time for a realistic goal. Yes, it is a realistic goal in a way that you have to work towards it, yes, but you cannot really put a time on it, right? You cannot say, for example, I want to lose 100 pounds and give yourself like, 5 months to lose 100 pounds. So this is impossible, okay? You cannot lose 100 pounds in 5 months while looking good and being healthy at the same time, okay? It is just impossible. So it is crucial that you set a realistic time frame to achieve whatever goal you have in mind, all right? Because no one likes failure. And if you give yourself a goal with a time frame that you actually cannot achieve, you're going to constantly keep failing and failing and failing and failing. And eventually you're going to come to a point where you're just going to say, okay, I just keep failing. It is not fun. I'm not able to do what I'm trying to do. And you're just going to quit completely. Okay. So give yourself realistic goals, realistic time frames, and try to work towards that. Okay. I'm not saying that your goal or your time, the time frame that you give yourself should be very easy to a point where, you don't feel like you're progressing, but it should be in a place where it shouldn't be extremely difficult to a point where it's impossible to achieve, okay? There is no point in setting yourself up for failure, okay? We try to set ourselves up for success with the best methods and ways we can do, all right? Step number 8, be accountable. So, track your progress in terms of exercise and food and all that kind of stuff, okay? And also what I mean by being accountable is that I highly recommend that you go ahead and share your experience or whatever you're going to be going through with a very close friend or a family member that you spend a lot of time with, okay? To make sure that they are also giving you the support you need that you're in this journey, all right? It has to be, why I'm saying that it should be a close family member or like a close friend is that this has to be someone who's close to you, okay, who's actually genuinely want to try to support you, and also who's going to be able to tell you to stop when you need to stop, okay? So for example, let's say you go for shopping and this person can be the one who's going to tell you to stop, okay? So when I say like family member and stuff, it is not your grandma, okay? So grandmas will not tell you to stop. They're just going to tell you, oh, okay, it's not a big deal, so go ahead, keep eating. So we don't want grandma type of family or friends, okay? We want people who can be strict with you, all right? This is going to be basically ideal. So the last thing, know when to stop eating. So what I mean by that, when you prepare your meals, you prepare a portion and you need to remember that you don't need to get completely stuffed before you get off the table, okay? So one thing that really helps me with that is after I finish eating, I honestly don't feel like I'm full if I'm eating something like really delicious. I don't feel hungry, but I don't feel full. So I don't know if it relates to you in any way. So what I do is that when I get up, actually after eating, I kind of feel like the food kind of settled in and I don't feel, I feel full now that I wasn't feeling before, okay? Because before that, I wasn't feeling hungry nor I was feeling full, so I kind of felt like I could continue eating. But as soon as I get up, after like a minute or two, I kind of feel like the food settles in and I feel full now, okay? So this is something that you can also try and see if it works for you. Well, either way, what I'm trying to say is that you need to know when to stop eating and try to find a way to actually make you stop eating, okay? And also there's another thing that you can do is like consuming liquids with, whatever the meal you're having, for example, like water. Okay, during your meal or after your meal, consume some water, and it's gonna make your stomach distended, so you're gonna feel more full. Okay, this is another that thing you can try. All right, so that's gonna be it for the video. Hope you liked the content and found it helpful. If you did, please give me a like and comment if you have any questions. I always reply to those, and subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna be starting my own diet journey, as I said, the new one, which is gonna be a lot shorter. Obviously, I'm not as fat as before. So this is gonna be exactly 1 year after my body transformation, the one that you probably watched first and then, found this channel. So it's gonna be very interesting, I think. So, if you wanna follow that, or if you wanna actually go on a diet journey along with me, you are very welcome, and I will try to share everything, as I go, and hopefully it goes well. So thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you on the next one.